This is the HighlyEvolvedPodcast with your host Stefan. You can find him at Twitter and Gab.ai. But before you start, this is a Real American Patriot channel for Real American Patriot. So if you're not a Real American Patriot, please exit the channel. Let's start the show. How you guys doing? This is Stefan. As I introduced myself earlier, this is the HighlyEvolvedPodcast, all right? In this episode, I want to introduce you to an article that I read on Breitbart News, right? It's concerning feminism and their fallout, all right? Let me get this up for you guys so you can read the article for you guys. I haven't read this article yet, so it's going to be new to me, and it's going to be new to you if you're just watching this channel, all right? But let me get everything adjusted. All right. I'll leave a link in the description below if you're interested in reading this. Okay. It said poll. #MeToo has made more men fear monitoring women. All right. Let's continue with the article. Polling by leanin.org via survey monkey revealed about 60% of male managers are too nervous to interact with women in many professional settings. The key finding, according to the result published on Friday, suggests a new issue growing in the era of increasing accountability. First, the 60% of managers who are men are uncomfortable participating in common work activity with women, such as monitoring, working alone, and socializing. Right? Senior level male employees have also expressed hesitance to spend time with junior women, and as opposed to their male counterparts across the range of basic work activities such as one-on-one meeting, travel to work, dinner. These findings represent 32% increase in 2008. 36% more men now also actively avoiding women in junior positions, right? So what does this mean? What does this signify as, right? You know what does this signify as? This signifies as that pretty soon, right, a company will start to not hire women. Right? I mean, lack of a better words, right? They won't hire as much women as they should, right? All right. Let's continue. We have a actively support women at the work. The summary said, including monitoring and sponsoring them. Men who are majority of managers and senior leader can help by making this happen. Quote. The study also found that these increased fear were correlated with the increasing visibility of #MeToo movement. See, when you have this movement denigrating men, bashing men, right, and accusing men of something that they didn't do, what do you think would be the effect of that? What do you think would happen, right? Men are going to be less trusting to women, right? This #MeToo BS right here is basically going to make women not trustworthy in the eyes of a man. Men refuse to trust a woman, all right? Men are refusing to be in the same room as women. Men are refusing to apprenticing women because of trust issue. It's not the men, it's the women, right? And you can't blame the men because the men don't want to be blamed, accused of something that they didn't do. Every little single issue is this, that. Every little single compliment is a harassment. Every little issue of complimentary is some kind of belittling effect, right? Condescension to them, right? Everything becomes so sensitive that men don't want to deal with this. And in order for men to want to deal with this, it's just more beneficial not to get themselves involved with any women in the first place, right? That's what happened with this #MeToo things, right? What the heck do you think is going to happen when you accuse men of something they didn't do? They're going to trust women less, all right? These feminists doesn't understand it, all right? Your reputation is on the line here. When you accuse men of something they didn't do, more men become less involvement in women activity or less supportive of women, right? It's not because they hate women. It's because they don't want to pay the consequence of what might happen of something they didn't do, right? And most people are more likely to, the court are more likely to favor women, or the employer more likely to favor women, all right? They cannot do no wrong, all right? These feminists, all right? And this problem may feed even greater disparity between women representation in the workplace. The vast majority of managers and senior leaders are men, said Facebook COO, Monkey board members, and Leadin.org founders Sherry Sandberg statement. If they are reluctant to meet one-on-one with women, there are no way women can get an equal what the heck? What do you expect when you accuse men of all these? Not men are rapists, not men are bad guys, right? They're generalizing that all men are exhibiting this kind of behavior, right? And they think that all men are rapists. They think all men are bad, right? And which that's not the reason, right? Men don't want to be accused. Men don't want to be blamed anymore for something they didn't do. This is why your reputation is on the line, women. It's because of this constant blaming society, right? Men would just find it easier to just don't associate with them in the first place. It's not about equality. How's it equality when they don't want to be around them? It's not an equality issue, right? It's a trust issue. Men don't trust women. Men are becoming increasingly not trusting women, all right? When men are refusing to be in a room with women, it's a trust issue. It's not about equality. It's not about, oh, I'm a man, I shouldn't be in the same room with you. It's not that. All right? How are men know that they could trust women when at an instant they could be accused of something they didn't do? But let's continue. Quote, we're in a bad place. No one even got promoted without one-on-one meeting. I feel confident saying that, Sandberg told Gail King in CBS Morning. Senior men right now are 9 times more hesitant to travel with a woman, 6 times more likely to hesitate to have a work with dinner. All right. There's not a company in the world that can afford to leave a talent a sideline because it's women, she said. But that's what will keep happening unless all of us, especially men, commit to doing. It's not just a man, right? What they can improve the situation if women stop accusing men of something they didn't do. Right? You can't compliment a woman. You can't encourage a woman. You can't. What else? Reward a woman. Right? You can't do all these stuff without labeling as a sex offender, without as a terrible person, right? You can't even compliment a woman. It doesn't make any sense, all right? That's what they could. Stop complaining. Stop blaming men. That's how you save this thing, all right? At the rate it's going right now, women gonna what? How am I gonna say this? Get themselves out of the workforce, all right? Men, people, owner of the company would just save them the trouble and just not hire women. That's what's gonna happen, right? That's what's gonna happen. If this keep going on, this hashtag Me Too keep going on. If I was a business owner, I would just save myself the trouble hiring a guy rather than a woman. The woman's making it a sexist issue. Before then, it wasn't a sexist issue. Guys are willing to hire women, all right? It's just this hashtag Me Too is becoming problematic in the future, and that's what these feminists don't understand. There's no such thing of a wage gap. It's a myth. It's against the law to pay a woman or men more than anyone else. All right, They just don't understand it. They're putting themselves out of the workforce. That's what happened if this keeps happening. All right, and they say it's a men's role to take responsibility. You can't blame men because they don't want to get accused of something they didn't do. How would you feel if somebody accused you of something you did not do without due process? All right? How would you feel if you found it guilty without proof? It wouldn't feel right, would it? And these women don't understand that guys are getting tired of it. All right? It's just ridiculous to think that all men are like this. Not all men are like this. Sure, there are some bad apples out there. I'm not saying there aren't any, but because because of that, you just can't assume men are out for one thing. All right? But yeah, this hashtag Me Too is very toxic. If a woman are advocating this hashtag Me Too, that's a red flag. You should get away from that woman. All right? If she's a feminist, another red flag. Get away from that woman. All right? If a woman are out loud with his women's sign, get away from her. All right? Women have become more and more defiant of law and order right now. And it's sad to see how women destroy themselves, destroy their reputations, right? Make other women look bad, right? Because I'm one insane, Google don't want to monetize my channel. Because of that, I'm unscripted, unrehearsed, unedited. That means I can say whatever I want without being bounded by any outside interference. If you like what I do, please like, share, and subscribe. Most importantly, subscribe. Because when you subscribe, it encourages me to make more videos. The point of this channel is to wake up people, bring them back to reality, all right? By subscribing, it really helps a lot. I want to reach out to people and make them wake up. Because of that, I'm not taking any donations. All right? I'm doing this because I want to do it, because it's my passion, and I just want to inform people. All right? And give them a different perspective of what they normally used to. All right? If you want to support me, please like, share, and subscribe. And on that note, guys, I thank you and appreciate you for listening to me and my rambles. And on that note, guys, I'll check you guys in the next broadcast. This is the Highly Evolved Podcast. My name's Stefan, and I'm signing out. Peace.